Okay guys, today I'm really shocked. I thought climate change was an environmental issue that affects us all. After all, we all live on the same planet. But no. Was I that wrong? As it turns out, climate change is actually sexist, racist, patriarchal, and classist.
Women are among the most vulnerable to the climate crisis. A concrete example of this was in 2013 in the Philippines with Typhoon Haiyan or Typhoon Yolanda. A lot of women and young girls were forced into prostitution and sex work because of the climate impacts that happened, and they couldn't bounce back, they couldn't adapt. In so many settings, when you're in evacuation centers, you are more prone to sexual harassment and violence, and just the hygiene of the place, it's not there. And so when we're talking about climate justice, it has to include feminism. It has to include class inequality, and it has to include racism. We have to think about everything because all of these other socioeconomic crises amplify the climate crisis and are amplified by the climate crisis. And the same patriarchal, rich, racist system that we are in, this is what caused the climate crisis. And so we have to dismantle that in order to achieve climate justice.
Clown. Okay, so the prostitution part is clear and understandable, and I do agree with her. But is it really patriarchy that is driving the ever-increasing consumption that is ultimately causing climate change? I'm really not so sure about that. So yeah, I guess she'd be better off minding her own business, and instead of fighting invisible ghosts, she could maybe try to convince her female audience to consume less. After all, we want equality, so we should all equally contribute to fight against climate change, or shan't we? Yes, climate change is real, and yes, it affects women, just as it affects men or children. Her points about violence and hygiene are more or less fair, but even then, your zip code matters much more than your sex. Or do you really believe a Swiss girl is more affected by this crisis than a Somali farmer? Your sex is a factor in every part of your life, just like how strong your family is, your job, where you live, your general health, your looks, your circle of friends, your social skills, etc, etc, etc. The main fallacy in her thinking is that just picking only one of these multifaceted issues uniquely determines and explains all the outcome in your life. And that is a clear lie. This is just simple identity politics. Push every single person into one suppressed and victimized class, and push everyone else into the other exploiting, violent, suppressing class. You are not a victim? Good morning, you are the suppressed then. If only I remembered why I have seen this before.